All right. Hello, everybody. We are live. So something up before I get into the main knit and grit of today's video. Something I want to do is finish up revamping the design for like an Earth type monster. I wasn't very happy with the last one I did. I revamped the air one much better, much cleaner. I really like the design. It's less basic. It's more it feels less rushed. Let me see if I could find it because I apparently don't know what which way this like sketchbook works. Um, yeah, right here. I liked the concepts I had for it, but hello Moondew. But it didn't really turn out good. So this time I'm gonna be working on alternate design for this little creature. Well, he would actually be pretty big, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna try to work on. And then some background character stuff, I don't know. Like NPC type shenanigans or something. How are you doing tonight, by the way? There we go. I just realized I don't have a pencil. Actually, yes I do. I might have to find an eraser though. Actually, I have an eraser right here. We're good. No matter the size of the creature, they are always a little guy. That's true. You're doing good. That's good to hear. And well, I mean, I guess it's fortunate for you since I'm not streaming right at your dinner time. But yeah, shit. I also have my sharpener downstairs. I'll just use this little guy I have right here. But yeah, it's way better. It's late for me, but it's way better for you because uh, it's like 9:30 or whatever for me right now. So it's I should actually probably start a little bit later, but yeah. The point is, I'm starting late. But it's actually not that bad. So yes. Alright, I'm just trying to sharpen my pencil. I left my good John downstairs, and I don't feel like leaving to get it. Hello, Aubrey. Yes, thank you. I get to stay for this one. Yes, you do. And that is always a fun experience. Sorry, everybody who just joined. I'm trying to sharpen my pencil. I don't feel like grabbing my electric one because I'm a lazy bum. Alright, so now we're going to be working on Earth Monster Dude. And so, similarly, I can't speak. I'm just going to ignore that. So, as to be similar to this guy, I'm just gonna start out with like circles. Maybe I'll throw in some squares, since I feel like a blocky structure fits more like an Earth type guy. Is this a spin? No, but I said it like looks like one, so that's actually funny you thought that. So it's like a I guess my thought would be it would be like this like weird like amoeba type thing, but it's like a wind creature. So here's like wind stuff, lightning. So this thing right here, I guess it like generates wind or something. I don't know, but it does indeed look like a fidget spinner. I thought the same thing. So maybe I mean fidget spinners kind of create air when they spin. So I mean it's close enough. Maybe it functions like one. Maybe that's how it generates wind or whatever. So yes, indeed. I guess we could call it a spinner. We could call it a fidget spinner. Blast to the past. That's crazy, dude. I remember when those things were like so popular. It was absolutely batshit insane. Like, I remember like I made my mom drive me to like I don't know I forget what store it was, but basically to get a fidget spinner. So it is a creature. Yes, it is indeed a creature, but it just so happens to look like a fidget spinner, which is pretty silly. But yeah, I remember when they were everywhere. It was pretty incredible. The peak of living, I guess. I don't know. I really enjoyed the fidget toy era. Pretty fun. I feel like I always ruined mine somehow. Somehow they always got like hair in them and they wouldn't be able to spin anymore, or they would just break or go missing. It would be anywhere. I used to love fidget spinners. I broke mine basically after a week. Yeah, literally. It's pretty absurd. And I mean, some of them were good quality too. It's just like maybe I put like them in like slime or some stupid shit like that. I wish I didn't lose mine. Yeah. Same for a lot of them. It was yeah, they're like actually pretty fun because you know they're just like little fidgets or whatever. So you just kind of have fun with it. It's a good way to chill out. I would like one for like class or something. I don't know. My brain tends to wander. Maybe the fidget spinner would keep me entertained or something. What are you drawing now? Right now, I am drawing an earth monster dude. So this guy was like the air one. So this guy's earth. Right now, I'm just starting out with some basic shapes, basically to get an idea for what I want. I already had a few ideas, but I didn't really like any of the concepts I drew for it. So now I'm trying to start over, just like I did with this one, and I'm trying to create something cool. So yes, that is what I am drawing. Maybe as like tree roots or something. It looks kind of similar to the lightning, but it's tree roots. Just trust tree roots. Honestly, the water design I have, like a water creature or whatever. Let me see if I could find it. Looks the coolest. Because I made it like a while ago when I got like good at like designing monsters. Thank you, Caitlin. I really appreciate it. So yeah, this was like my water guy. He's like, you know, like a water type creature, like a leviathan almost. Um, but yeah, he's my coolest, and I designed him like forever ago, and it wasn't even necessarily for this. Yeah, that one was really cool, but uh, yeah, I need to lock in with these guys. So yeah, maybe this guy actually. I could use a creature I drew from like one of my dreams the one time. Because now that I'm thinking about it, the tree roots is already a similar concept I had to something before. And I feel like it kind of fits like a somewhat scary theme. Like it's not overly scary looking, but it's like enough to be intimidating. So I think that's. Will there be a fire creature? Yes, there will. I have already designed that one. Um, Maybe I'll go back and change it again, though. I had a whole bunch of different concepts, but I think this one right at the bottom is what I will end up going with. Because unlike all of the other ones, this one has like a character tie to it, so it's meant to resemble the character a little bit. So that's something interesting about that one. Yeah, I need to get back now. So, here we go. I'm gonna use this. It's a bigger like thing. There we go. Okay, so he basically had just like tree roots as like his body. That was essentially like the monster. Um, and fun fact, in my dream when I had him, this is not at all related to the story I'm trying to tell with the character, but whoa, that's so cool. I adore giant monsters. Thank you, Moondew. Yes, giant monsters go crazy. I love them. I have more so an idea that these ones would be pretty big too, but it's hard to show because I actually drew like a human type thing next to it. In comparison, you were very talented, bro. Thank you. I really appreciate it, man. I appreciate all the support I could get, especially since this is concept for a book idea I have, like a graphic novel. So I'm very happy to see that it's getting, like, people kind of are excited, people like the drawings, so I really appreciate it. And I hope that if people like this, they will like the book. I'll eventually start going into lore at some point. I think I need, like, a better basis for the story first before I could do that. But hello, Huntsman Strong. Hi to you too. But yeah, I'll do like lore videos eventually. Maybe not right now, but maybe at some point. I'll give him like the root dogs. He's got the root. So he's like this. This is how he was in my dream. So fun fact, in my dream, so cool, man. Don't stop until you get the book or novel done. Yeah, that's what I'm really hoping for. This looks neat. Thank you. So yeah, I'm like drawing like this like tree guy right now. It's supposed to be well, I can't speak. It's supposed to be more representative of like Earth or something, but I think like nature kind of like fits that theme too a little bit. So I'm just going in with some random stuff. You like horror? It really depends. So like when I draw, yes. Do like I like to watch stuff like horror movies? No. And I'll watch like creepy stuff like Jack Stauber's videos. If you've ever heard or seen of those videos, those are pretty insane. Especially like his Cupid one, his new normal one. Those are all pretty crazy. And he has some other ones that aren't tied to songs either that are pretty crazy looking. But it mainly just depends on the situation, whether I like horror or not. If it makes me too upset, then I won't watch it. So, yeah, that's like a pretty decent explanation, I would say. There's like his hands down here. I don't usually start from drawing at the feet, but it just happened to be this way. I don't like to watch horror either, but my brain constantly most disgusting body horror I can imagine. Same, bro. Like literally, it's a lot of fun to draw it. It's like different than actually like, because I feel like it's like when you like watch something, the big difference is that like you see like kind of like a like this pain that the character's going through, and if like the I guess actor is really good, which I mean this is the idea, like they can convey that they're actually like in a sense of pain and panic, and that's like that becomes like too much for me, and I'll like start like crying. It's really stupid, but that is what happens. But yeah, drawing horror is really fun. I love weirding people out. There we go. But yeah, horror can be fun in certain instances, just not all the time. It's actually interesting to me that we could be like so like it's like a like people we could just be so I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but like I don't really know how to describe it. It's just we could like something one way, but then even if it's like the same kind of concept, we won't like it the other way. It's interesting. It all depends on a lot of variables and stuff like that. So I think that's pretty cool. And like kind of going back to horror, honestly, this thing that I'm drawing right now came from like a nightmare I had. I don't even know if I would consider it a nightmare, honestly. Like it kind of was at one point, but then I got it to the point where like it wasn't in the dream. So like I guess my brain like calmed it down for me. And basically, this dude was going around murdering people. Um, to clarify, we were on like the freaking like spaceship, and it's like the last of humanity survivors. Luckily, my family and like everybody there survived or whatever. So I didn't have to worry too much about my family not being there. But no, the main problem was that there was this weird tree monster thing, and he would murder people. And then the dream turned into he murders children who are without their parents and people who don't drink this certain stuff or whatever. And then, as I found out through the dream, that if he doesn't kill you for, or if he kills you for not drinking the certain stuff, then like he eats you actually, then you know you get eaten, and you figure out that the stuff that we are eating is actually humans. So you're getting eaten if you don't eat other people. It's an eat be eat world, I guess. Not the murder trees. I have those dreams. It's the way the brain works is certainly interesting, to say the least. I'm trying to think how I should like draw this. Maybe like this. He's like extra like little details or whatever. But yeah, the honestly the most like horrifying part about, because like he looks kind of like scrongly here, if that makes sense. Like he looks like he could barely like lift up like a pebble or something, but no, he could fit entire children into his mouth. So it was certainly an interesting dream. I think I want to say the way I dreamed before was like, I actually do have a sketchbook from like an art class or whatever that I had. So I'll go grab that for reference because I drew him then too. Come on, where's it at? Where are we at, bro? Find it. It's too far down in my backpack. I'll just bring this thing over, and if I could maybe scrounge up the non-laziness to try and find the sketchbook, I'll show the creature to you. I was really, oh, it's right here. I did it. Okay, well, um, this was like a cover thing I did for it, and so that's just cool, but not what I wanted to show you. Let me see where it's at. Actually, I have a lot of pages in here that were left unused. Holy smokes! Okay, it should be somewhere around here. Crap. Alright. Let me try to find it. God, I must have drew this thing a while ago, because I can... Oh, here we go. This is what he looked like. Does anyone else have dreams where you really like a show or game, and then your brain decides to take you to that place of one of the characters? Because that terrifies me when it happens. Bro, why does it terrify you? I love those dreams. I'm like, hell yeah, dude, Rashawn's in my dream. Let's go, chat. I can't believe you don't like that. I see that, or I when I get those dreams, I'm like, yeah! That's like the ones I don't want to wake up from. And then the alarm goes off. Okay, so his neck was different. He didn't really have like a neck. He has like roots going up to it to try and, I guess, like hold his head in place. So it's kind of like this, more so. And his chest was a bit broader. I like him. He's scary, but for some reason it's cute. Bro, what? Huh? Are we looking at the same creature here, bro? Bro. Look at this thing dead in the eyes and tell me that's cute. It's because I know what's going to happen, and my brain, for some reason, decided to make it more dramatic with gore and fake memory. Bro, what? What are you dreaming about? Goodness gracious. Why does gore come into it? That's horrifying. Like, my goodness. My brain's like the opposite. It starts getting like bloody or whatever in like dreams, and then like I find like some way to like shut it off. But what the frick? It's horrifying. I never want to experience one of your dreams, that's for sure. I'm pretty sure in the dream the monster actually had all sharp teeth, but it looks creepier to give him like humanish teeth. So I gave him like two for fangs, but the fangs wrong sound. I find terrifying things cute for no reason or for some reason. Yeah, I don't know why, because that came from my nightmares, bro. I wouldn't even say scared when I woke up from it. I was just like that the plot thickens or something, and then it just kind of like kept going. Like I don't understand, but I can't say I've ever been like, oh yeah, that's cute. It's a cute little thing I had in my dream, and it's like the most horrifying creature ever. That's wild, bro. Your brain's built different, I guess. Because I would not be thinking this thing's cute. Not in a million years. My boy got some bad freaking mouth going shit on. Because this is not fun. This ain't cute looking. I'm screwing up his teeth. I know they're meant to scare me, but my brain says, "Oh, look at them. They probably went through something tough." Bro, that's wild. Like I find that's definitely an interesting outlook on it, but like yeah, I don't know. I mean, good for you, but yeah, that's kind of wild. Absolutely insane. But I mean, I enjoy hearing you talk about it because that's pretty crazy that you're just like, oh yeah, look at that cute little guy. Absolutely wild. Absolute cinema chat. It's TV time. I don't think I'm gonna be able to fit his horns in here. I didn't use my space very wisely on this one. He's gonna look. Holy smokes, he looks really freaking stupid. What the hell is this? I think I learned that scary things were cute particular part. Dude, there's some words my brain just can't freaking comprehend. I swear to God, particularly because when I was little, I saw a big shadow monster in the dark, and then my overactive imagination had me become friends with it somehow. Bro, what? Like a form of like sleep paralysis or something, or like you just saw like a shadow when you're awake, and oh no, it's gonna get me, and then like because you were already convinced it was like alive or whatever, your brain was just like, let's make friends with it, Kirby style, you know? Like, I mean, that's kind of cute. That's crazy. You have a core memory like that. Oh, I didn't get enough from that as pupils. Maybe I can. Maybe I could fit it in. Yeah, no, not at all. I need to make it bigger. Like, this guy looks cute right now because I don't know what's going wrong. But he's usually scary. There we go. That's a bit better. Just slightly. The horns low-key improve it so much. I can't even fit them on here, but I gotta work with the space I gave myself because I'm like slow or something. Some people say it was sleep paralysis. Some people say it was just a coat hanging up. But what happened that day made me start developing big scary monsters that were actually good. I mean, that's pretty interesting, man. I mean, depending how little you were, maybe you saw like a ghost or something. Like, I don't know. I was playing like this game when I was like very little with like my aunts this one time, and I would be like, I'm up, and I would get up like from the bed or whatever, stupid shit like that like kids like to play. And when I opened my eyes one of the times, I still remember this. I opened my eyes, and for a second, I saw like a girl there, not like a creepy one, just a girl. And then I was like really confused, like when she wasn't there anymore, and I was just like, where did the girl go? And then my answer just like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, there was a girl there. You didn't see the girl? And then, yeah, so basically my family thinks I saw a ghost. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But it was pretty crazy. Pretty crazy stuff. Pretty interesting. I need to get them bigger, like, chest. Because bro looks stupid right now. He looks a bit silly. Like, he looks like he's like your friendly neighborhood tree monster or something. Like, he's not giving scary at all. Kinda need to lock in right now. But of course I can't. That's okay. Maybe she was a ghost, never considered that possibility. I mean, hey man, never rule out the supernatural. Or he was a ghost rather. My bad, I thought you were talking about my ghost still. But yeah, maybe he was a ghost. He was just kinda like built different like that. He was just like, hey bro, I'm a ghost. And then he did some ghostly shit, and you guys became friends. You know? Like Kirby style. Like, oh man, look at this little bad guy, tried to kill me like 5 times, I'm just gonna throw a freaking like friend heart at him. Boom, we're best friends now. Friendly neighborhood tree monster, Huzoth. Yes, Huzoth indeed. I wish he looked a bit better though, because this is making me tweak out currently. I'm about to crash out soon. I still need to do my summer work, and I go back in like, I mean, a little over a week, so I do have time, but like, I didn't do none of it. Whoopsies. I don't know if I have summer work for my AP classes, or it's actually not classes. I dropped down to one, but because I tried to like see like Google Classroom or whatever, I was like, are there any like what's it called thingies open right now, like a classroom invitation, and I couldn't find anything, so I was like, well, better not be on paper because I don't got shit. You have about a week left. Lucky I'm already there, bro. That's horrible. That's actually atrocious. Like, bruh. You're staying up that late on a school night watching my streams? Man, I appreciate it, but you gotta get your sleep. Because sometimes I'd be going till like 12 o'clock or like a little bit over. Like, sleepy time. Goo goo gaga time for you, bro. But yeah, I feel bad for you. That really sucks. That's like when big depression hits. Massive, fat depression. Bro, this mouth is not, it's not mouthing. It looks really freaking dumb. I have a class with a girl that we accidentally had to, or actually had a report to make me be in a different class. Bro, what? Also, I go to bed around 9 or 10, so I get enough sleep. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, that's usually when I go to bed too. Although last year I started staying up like later to like 11, so I guess I can't say much. But yes, that's a good time to head to bed. Oh yeah, and yesterday was yesterday was Friday, so yeah, that makes sense. Loki don't know what day it is no more. That's how you know it's summertime. His eyes like too wide. I think that's part of the problem. It should just be like a circle. There's like things around it. There we go. It's slightly better, I guess. I guess if your rules card Valtrid speech pattern has infected me, Moon, dude. It's not good. I was friends with that girl, but she got mad because I didn't do something she wanted, and then started threatening me and tried to follow me home. Then she fake apologized to try and to be able to get what? Dude, that's a lot to unpack, dude. You just dropped like a lore bomb on me. What the frick? Chat, what? This girl sounds wild. That's actually insane. That like she was like stalking you afterwards. Like, gee, what? That's actually insane. Well, I'm sorry you had to go through that because that does not sound fun at all. Having a stalker and fake apologizing to get with your sibling, it's insane. That's layers right there. That's the layers. There is layers to that, like just like the badness of that, of everything that was just said. Like absolute layers. What the frick? That's insane. Actually insane. Yeah, I'm really sorry you had to go through that. That sounds absolutely horrible. Like low key. I'm traumatized. It's okay. I forced myself to ignore them, and eventually they left me alone. Well, that's good. And it's a good thing that you ignored her or whatever because um, I know if that were me, I have a problem with ignoring people. But that's good for you. You knew what to do, and you got her to leave you alone. Peak, even better. So I guess it had a happy ending, but still, holy shit. And that was like this year, so like, I mean, I'm guessing that like even though you're already back or whatever, it was only by like 2 weeks or something by this point. Like that's actually bonkers. That's actually just something like completely. I don't even know what to say. Like I mean, that's just wild. That's just like flabbergasting to me. Like absolutely insane. Like kind of left me a little bit speechless there. I'm working on not being paranoid every time I see someone walking behind me. That scarred me really badly. Yeah, I bet because that's actually horrifying. Like that's really not fun. Like damn, bro was crazy. Well, that's horrifying. I'm glad you persevered through though because that yeah that doesn't sound fun at all. Like my goodness. It's going better now. She mostly ignores me, and I just don't talk in those classes. Bro, why do you still have classes with what? Why do you still have classes with her? There should be like a freaking like, what's it called? Like a shit. What is it? What like a? Why can't I think of what it's called? Like a restraining order type thing. What? Why is there no restraining order? That's insane. So I should be safe if they try to jump me. Oh, fortunately, I am friends with a guy that almost broke those punching games at the arcade, so I should be safe if they try to jump me. Yeah, you should be safe. So that's cool. But my goodness, that's still wild. Like, you still have classes with this chick? Like, my goodness. Like, I would hope that like the school would be like, yeah, you know, maybe since you know she stalked you or whatever, you can, uh, you know, not have to deal with her anymore. But once again, that's just school counselors being the absolute worst school counselors. They're like, you see this person right here? These two people hate each other legit for like insane reasons. We're gonna put them in a class together. Like, yup, that's a great idea, man. Like, what? Where do they get this? Like, just I don't know. It leaves me flabbergasted. Administrators don't do anything because they don't believe the kids, and would have to get a bunch of complaints from parents to do anything. Yeah, that's what I hate. My school's actually not horrible about that, but yeah, I know it's like that for a lot of places. So my God, I am so sorry about that. You should get like all like the parents to like freaking like revolt or something, like complain, be like, what the frick, what is going on, you know? Like, show that school counselors should care a bit more, because that's pretty insane, dude. Like, that's that's some next level behavior, stalking somebody after you didn't want to like freaking like do something or whatever. Like, that's insane. Like, absolutely bonkers. But yeah, once again, I'm sorry you had to go through that, because that's insane. We've gotten a few complaints through, and I should be transferred out of that class soon. Well, that's good. I hope you don't have like any other classes with her that you need to complain about, because otherwise I'd be like spam complaining if like I were you, because if like if they're not gonna do anything about it, you might as well annoy them until they eventually give up. But it sounds like you are doing that, so that's good. But holy smokes, that's actually wild. Maybe this guy, because I still wanna include like more. Sorry, not to like completely like switch up topics there, but I still wanna add like kind of like what's it called, elements, like rock type elements. So maybe he just has like a few like rocks somewhere located. He's got like rocks in between his branch thingies. Yeah, on a lighter note, this monster looks so cool already. Why, thank you. I actually think I'm going to be done with him soon. I'm not gonna do too much uh more with him, because I don't feel like shading, and I do want to get to designing those NPCs, or like background characters. I just like to call them NPCs because it gets the vibe across of what their purpose is. Literally just background characters. But yeah, thank you, for that. Sorry, I don't want to like interrupt like your vent. because that's pretty insane. But yeah, I think I'm going to probably move on. I'm just going to write close enough. Oh, when finally getting the story through, I might, draw the characters like one more time to see if there's anything I can improve on. And then I can actually lock in. So, I guess I'm going to do like a slight presentation with some of the other things I've like done, like the scenery, the interior. The interior's fine, but with the scenery or whatever, like stuff like this, I think looks good. And like a water sky is a good idea, but this picture is absolutely atrocious. But I think what I want to do is, because I already have an idea for an area, but it's like completed on like a complete other like thing. It was actually like a project I did for school, and I want to like use that in here. So I'm gonna see if I can actually get it. It should be rather close to me. I don't think it's gonna fit in the camera very well because it's massive. But let me get this bad boy. So I find that my best ideas come from like dreams or whatever. And yeah, this is not gonna work. But I have like this shit. I had like this one dream, there's like this crazy like hand thing or whatever, and it's like controlling like the pieces of like this tower, so like you move the hand, like it's like you have to like put the tower back together or whatever. And it's like a festival area, there's like rocks floating and shit, there's lanterns everywhere, the moon and the clouds go kind of crazy, and there's like, yeah, it's just like some cool stuff, I cried because I got a 99 on this. I actually like sobbed in school all day about that. Thank you. I really appreciate it. So yeah, I definitely get my best ideas from dreams. So I think that's kind of what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna focus on a more dreamlike quality for some of these areas, because that will make it cool or whatever. And thank you for saying it looks gorgeous. I actually really do appreciate it. I feel like I'm like glossing over it, and I don't need to. Just, my delivery doesn't help at all. Shit, everything's flying. I'm just gonna keep it right here for right now. There we go. My lord, it's so pretty. Why, thank you. Yeah, I cried. I got a 99 on it. Might have been 98. I don't remember, but you should have gotten him an 100. That it's so pretty. Thank you. Even my dad was just like, yeah, you probably should have got a 100 on that. So that was certainly something. So I guess what I'm gonna do is maybe like just write some notes to myself real quick on like how I want these characters to like kind of be designed. I'm just gonna like give them like general outfits or whatever, like kind of like a vibe for like, I guess like this will help if I develop the story a little bit, but I'm just gonna give like some notes to myself. So dream like vibe. Bullet point. Let me see here. I guess matching themes to each area. So there does have to be a freaking like, let me think, like a theme to each area. That way I can design the people well, even if it is like dreamlike. So there's like festivals, so like people have to match their surroundings. People match surroundings. There we go. I once tried to make a guy villain, but then gave him lore and trauma. He became the central plot point of the entire book. Bruh. Nah, man, the villain lore though. I mean, that would be interesting. You tell it like from like maybe like the perspective of like the villain. Like that's like a unique thing to do. Or like it's just like, for the central plot point to revolve around that idea is pretty cool actually. So it's like as you go along, you might not find out more about like the main character 100%. Like you'll get like character development stuff like that, but a lot of it will be uncovering the bad guy's past. At least that's how like I could think of like a plot or whatever. I think that would be cool. Yeah, so dreamlike vibe, people match surroundings. Um, I feel like there should be like one more thing. I guess uniqueness. Unique. I don't know how to spell uniqueness. Yeah, it's definitely not how you spell unique, but I give up. This is a Q, by the way. I know it looks like a V, but it's a Q. Uniqueness. The perspective is from a person he inhabits. Oh my god, I can't freaking. Yes, inhabits and can take control. Oh, that's really cool. That's sweet. So we in almost a way we're seeing through the villain's eyes, but not quite. I like it though, even though I can't put my thoughts into words. That's pretty freaking cool. I like that a lot actually. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, so I guess I'll start like marking down ideas. So I do know like with the fire castle or whatever, because I mean that's like where the fire princess lives. But I want to give it like more like a cool vibe than just like fire. So maybe since there's like fire controls a lot of like um mechanics and stuff like that. I feel, or not like mechanics, but it's the reason we could do a lot of things or whatever. Like like roast food or something. Like maybe there could be like a special theme like that. So it's like not necessarily like too much giving it away, but it's something that's like trying to think here. Maybe like, so I'm trying to give it like some dream like quality. The book was written to be interpreted that the OG villain or a human villain could either be considered the big bad. We called him our little depressed parasite. That's wild. The parasite. Oh yes, the little parasite. Look at how cute he is. The little parasite, just depressed little boy. That's funny though. I like that. I'm hitting a wall here, chat. Maybe I just sketch something out real quick, and then I'll come up with a theme that way. I don't know if that will help or make it worse, but I guess I could try to do that. This head needs to be way smaller. There we go. Much better. Something like this, and then we design the overall clothing. So I guess this person could have like a hood or something. I think that would be cute. Little hood. That's a big hood actually. My goodness gracious. Maybe there's like a dress or something. This kind of thing. I don't know, like just something like that. And then maybe they like wear like these type of scarves, like a thing, like a shawl kind of, but like it just like there's like a head hole or whatever. So it's like up top, it would look like this probably, and then these are like the shoulders right here, and it drapes down the front and the back. So maybe something like that, but maybe drawing more just like random like little shapes will help or something. You know, these kind of look like they could be like pockets or something. So maybe like instead of like fire, her kingdom's more known for like potion making or something, like brewing kind of things like that. Like fire could cook up certain stuff, like any kind of like potion maybe. And like even though there's like maybe some lore I could add, like there with like the different spirits or whatever, is that even though they haven't seen necessarily somebody with like powers of one in a long time, maybe they kind of like respect the spirits or whatever, and they do know to some extent they exist, but like not fully sure. So maybe it's just like something to do to honor them, to try and keep the peace or whatever, basically. I love scarves/shawls. They're adorable. I do too. I always wear them. I had to force myself not to give one to every single character I make. That's real. That's really freaking real, man. Because they're just like, they're so fun. You can like do whatever you want with it. It's like so much fun to like layer clothing. Because then you can get like unique silhouettes or whatever. And it just looks cool. I like it. It's fun. Ooh, I like the idea. Adding a practical thing to use the powers for that would allow the kingdom to make their own unique exports. Yes, bro. Now we're world building. Now we're making a masterclass of world building or whatever. So like, even though she's like the only one with like fire powers, truly, like they respect fire. They use fire for like a lot of like their things. Um, and maybe even with like her powers that she's like discovering or whatever, the people are like, hey, yo, this kind of kicks ass or whatever, and then they start leaning into it even more, kind of things like that. So maybe I feel like I need something I'm missing is for the main character that comes out of this area, not because the three characters I've designed, Death, Alinta, and Elda. This is Alinta's place, the fire region. I guess we could say so far is like a beta stage name. Huzzah! Practical lore. Yes. So like maybe well, yeah, she needs I feel like some kind of reason not to just go out adventuring, but to go out on this specific quest. So maybe something starts out wrong with her kingdom, like maybe the exports are going missing, nobody knows where what's like happening or whatever, and then maybe that like leads into like something else. Like Alinta goes out to explore it, then she finds like the infected monsters or whatever. Like either way, you're infected basically if you see those monsters. Um, are you able to feel pain in your dreams? Because I can sometimes, and it scares. Yes, I did actually. Oh my god, I do. Like it's weird. Like, of course, it's like only to like a certain degree of like pain I've actually experienced. So even if like I were to like break a bone or something in my dream, it would be like not necessarily the worst pain, but like you could feel the pain. I had like this one where like for some reason some like person put like a needle like just into like my eyelid, not even my eye, and I felt like the pain of it, like the way like they twisted my eyelid so they could put like the thing in or whatever, the needle, and then I felt like the needle pinch, and then like in my dream I was like throwing up and crying. I was like, oh my goodness, dude. I like the idea she's drawn out for an actual reason. Yes, my friends don't believe me when they said I could feel pain. Well, listen, I'm gonna be your pain dream ambassador. Yes, it's true. You can 100% feel pain in your dreams. Like, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just like a more vivid, like, imagination. Maybe it has something to do with that. But it's, yes, you can definitely feel pain in your dreams. It's definitely a possible thing. Maybe her people have like lots of belts or something. Like the casuals who live here, they have like lots of pockets. So like that's kind of why they wear a lot of layers too. It's not even just so like it looks cool. It's practical. So maybe like the shawl has like a lot of pockets in it or something like that. I'm making like a ridiculously complicated character type design for like a thing that's going to be seen in like one background. Yeah, so maybe you have stuff like this, and then maybe to like help with like the area or whatever. Because I was saying how I want it to have like a dream-like quality. Maybe like there's just like magic flowing around, so there's like swirls type shit like that. It just like looks cool. It's like all colorful and pretty or whatever. Um, and then there's like kind of like I'm trying to think of like something else that maybe there's just like these like embers that like stay in place in the sky or whatever because that's cool with like fire or whatever. So maybe there's just like glowing embers everywhere. And some of them are hot, but not most of them. Most of them are just cool looking, like they're like little glitters or something. Once my brain put me into the bodies of one of the cyborgs, like freaking Sea Stars, right before they stepped into the catalyst. That was probably the worst pain I felt in a dream. Bro, that's insane. I love adding an unnecessarily amount of belts to characters. Color squiggles, yes, absolutely color squiggles. Magical color squiggles. We love our magical color squiggles. They're the best. They're so fun and silly. And yes, adding a lot of belts to characters is so much fun. Because it's just like, yo, this looks cool. Look, I'm layering belts and shit like that, you know? Because, like, people don't typically wear uh, 2 belts, or, like, 3, or, like, 4, or 5, or whatever. But, maybe they, it's just cool, you know? So maybe with, like, this guy or something, like, there's even, like, pockets or like bags of stuff like attached to like sleeves or like whatever, so it's kind of like how with like something like cargo pants there's like lots of pockets, whereas this it's like a kind of like a robe and there's just like pockets everywhere. There's spaces where you could put like your belts in or whatever, so there's like little straps right along the edges. Like everything just kind of has pockets for materials, for potions, stuff like that. So that would be something cool. I am just gonna give him like a little bit more of a hand. Not really, but there we go. I think that looks cool. So I want to give it like a slightly different name than just Fire Kingdom. Like it works for like a beta name, like a demo stage name, but it needs a name. Maybe it's like addressed as like a city, like Shimber. I don't know what I'm saying. City of Embers or something like that. Um, I don't know. Maybe like I want to make a monster made out of belts now. That's wild. This is what happens when we suppress a woman's pockets and make them tiny. Yes, bro. It's just maximum pockets. If you don't add pockets into women's clothing, then I'm just gonna make the pockets myself. Like that's basically what it is. I do hate that. That is definitely a leftover thing from like even like something like the 1400s. Like because like they wouldn't have pockets. They didn't want women to like leave the house or whatever. They wouldn't have space for like money or like stuff to like keep them out of the house. Like money, anything like that, kinda. Or like band-aids if like, they get hurt. No, they would have to go back to the house like, immediately. So I wish we fixed that. That's something that sucks balls. Like, come on, man. Give us pockets. I feel like City of Embers is a book already. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's like kind of like a thing. You can't be like completely creative sometimes. Um, but I mean, it's not the name of the book. It's just the name of a place. So like, let me see. My friends were saying I needed to sew one of the um, pelts of my skirt closed so I could have pockets. That's pretty smart. Or like the pleats, I don't know. Uh, I can't pronounce anything. My bad. Of my skirt so I could have pockets. Yeah, that's actually smart. That's actually W idea. I like that. I like ye. Good idea. Maybe it's like maybe it doesn't necessarily like have a name. Maybe it's just like an area or whatever. I do feel like I have to give it like kind of like almost like a code name just so like I know to like address it. So maybe I'll just call it like fired place, fire castle fire town castle. No, I was gonna call it castle town because I can't. I'm not stealing from Deltarune, I swear. I swear I'm not stealing. Darn people taking book names, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I can't help it. I can't help it, man. No. Hope I low key need to take like a fat piss. Like darn Project Sparrow. Yeah, come on. Freaking Project Sparrow, man. Alright, I need to write piss break because that's where I'm going, and then I need to get myself like a bottle of water because I'm getting thirsty again. Piss break. There we go. Alright, I'm back. So I couldn't find any water bottles. I kind of forgot that we don't have any currently in this household, so I grabbed myself a Sprite though, so that's pretty cool. I just noticed I have 5 separate cups of water in my room, most half filled. Cups of water, not even bottles, bro? That's crazy. The dust in them Johns gotta be insane. But no, man, more sugar, that's what I need right now. Thou has returneth, indeedeth. Indeedeth I haveth. Alright, woohoo! Piss break over. No more piss break. Sprite! Yes, the lovely Sprite. Can't forget about it. So right now I'm only sticking to like one general concept because that's like easy for my brain to comprehend. I gotta sharpen this joint. I should have grabbed my freaking pencil sharpener when I was down there. I'm freaking stupid. Low-key forgot about that. Now I gotta use this John, and I don't like this John. But I gotta do what I gotta do. Not going back down there again. There we go. I think I'm gonna put some tunes on. Do you think I would get copyrighted if I put the I have no, I wouldn't get copyright claimed. I watched the voice actress for Gangle put up frickin' Digital Circus music in her one live stream, so it should be fine because I have 3 and 4 on vinyl record. I think it should be fine anyway. I started singing Puppeteer in my head while you were gone. Dang, bro, that's some crazy shit right there. Not really, but that's cool. Pretty banger. But yeah, now, yeah, more tunes, basically. Because I don't want to just, like, repeat, like, the same 4, like, frickin', or, like, same 3. And I don't think I've actually, listened to, 3 plus 4 yet on my, vinyl record. So, I'm gonna try that out. Hell yeah, we got the Dinky Tunes playing now. Yeah, it should be fine. The theater kid curse of saying musicals in your head 90% of the time. That is a theater kid curse. I'm so happy I'm not one of them. No, I'm just messing around. You seem like a chill theater kid. As opposed to, when there's like a freaking clan. I'm so happy because I managed to convince my friend to animate their OCs so we could voice them because I desperately want to be a voice actor. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Yeah, you could get like your star on YouTube or something. I could even maybe do something for that. I could help. I don't know what it would be, but maybe a way I could like advertise this is posting shorts or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's cool. You got your friend to animate. Shit's kind of getting hot in here. I gotta take my sweater off. I'm doing everything but drawing right now. I'm not sure if chill is the right word, but I'm less intense. Yeah, no, I get what you mean. Like, obviously, you still want to do it. You're still gonna be in it. You're still gonna work hard while you do it. But yeah. So some theater kids be built different because I feel like a lot of them because I mean the reason why they love being on stage is I mean maybe it's just me, but I feel like this is something I've noticed in certain theater kids is that the reason they like being on stage so much is like they get to act like somebody else type of thing, and like when they're not in that acting type position and they're just being normal or whatever, they kind of don't know what to do. I feel like they sometimes like don't know how to like act properly, and they're like in that like competition mindset of like getting like roles and stuff like that, so they turn into like jerks kind of. But I mean, I'm sure that's not everybody. However, I once yelled Penelope at the sound booth, and like 5 voices from backstage during break practice screamed back Penelope. That's pretty cool. I mean, that goes hard. That's pretty cool. Now, let me see what's another area I want to do. I would do like a life and death like area, as in like there's like these small little inhabitants, like maybe like creatures or something, like not really human designs or like for like clothing, but I feel like that kind of breaks something I'm going for with the characters of death and life. So yeah, I hate those theater kids. Yeah, literally, it's those theater kids are rough. But I mean, I have friends in theater, and um, well, really just one right now. But he's really chill about it. He just like does dance and stuff like that, and isn't like an asshole or whatever. But yeah, let me see. I don't know what kind of area I want to see next. Maybe like a forest area. I already had that idea. So maybe yeah, because I definitely want a place for like each like element type area. So I'm gonna do maybe like a little earth area right now. After last year's play, I just want to be background characters. I'm so sick of speaking roles. Yeah, that's really fair. Because it sounds, I mean, at least like based off of what I've seen at school, it does sound like a lot of hard work. I'll give them that much credit. It sounds like to be somebody who has a lot of speaking lines, a really stressful thing. Because not only are you memorizing like dance moves and stuff like that, you're memorizing like lyrics and a lot of words. They have to be delivered correctly. That's a whole thing. So I get that for sure. Maybe like the forest area is kind of like muddy and slippery or something. So maybe it's like, and maybe that's like on purpose type thing, keep out intruders type thing. Maybe that specific place is like pretty unaffected by what's going on because the mud has like an enchantment, or like the ground has like an enchantment on it to keep out intruders by being like slippery and sticky and kind of like stuff to get stuck in. So I think what I'm gonna do for these characters is make like their pants like up top baggy. That way they don't like it gives them unique, um, kind of like, oh, I'm trying to think of the word. I can't for some reason. Silhouettes, but in like a unique looking design, but it doesn't hinder their performance walking around. And they have like maybe like these special boots or something that like help to walk in the mud, so it's kind of like walking normally or whatever. So, and like maybe they're like really freaking like large, like they're like super like they're like steel toed or whatever. I forget what it's called, but like that basically. Or just like these huge boots. I want to live in the forest of your world. I'm gonna live in a cabin and guide lost children home. Oh, that's cute. I should make that into a character. That would be like a cute, like little like place like the characters like could talk to or whatever. Like they're like, oh yeah, there's like this lady here. She can help us back if we get lost or whatever. So maybe that's nice. Maybe they need to get out of there at some point. They don't necessarily have like the proper equipment, and she could like guide them. I went from being ensemble one year to two main roles. Gestures go hard though, and a police officer. So polar opposites. And I had three quick costume changes. You have a good eye for silhouettes. I do not. It takes forever to get a silhouette right. I mean, really, the thing about like silhouettes or whatever is it's just exaggerating stuff. Like I might put this out like even more or whatever stuff like that. So it's really just like put emphasis into like one spot maybe, kind of thing like that. Or like multiple spots, interesting stuff. But thank you. I'm sure you're fine at it. Jester's a pretty banger role though. I'll be very happy if I got like a jester in a play or something. Love jesters. My favorite kind of characters, low key. That and like really nice ones like Rouse and like Garl type stuff. So I guess these people there wouldn't be much reason to wear like a decent like a lot of like baggy type clothing, but I want to see what I could do for like shirts, stuff like that, to still make it look kind of unique and compared to like this or whatever. So maybe there's like a floral like accessories because they're in the forest or whatever. So like there could be like a flower hair piece or whatever, or like a like pieces of jewelry, kinda. Pretend that looks nice. Like they have like little bracelets, not anything that could get like super far removed from your hand, pretty closely tight to the wrist. That way, it doesn't get mud all over it, so it's like staying clean or whatever. And then maybe I could do something like I mean, maybe like the outfit's like really is like this, so like the shirt kind of goes like down, like it like kind of like wraps around or whatever, like you know the like the crotch area. So like the back and the front piece connect, and the pants are like underneath it like this, and that would be like rather like extra baggy or something, and gives I feel like a unique look. I pulled inspo from Jevil and Fizzerol. I don't know who that is, but it sounds cool. Fizzeroli, I might be pronouncing that wrong, so I apologize if I am. For jester characters, or for the jester characters' movement and personality, that makes a lot of sense. The jester was my favorite. It shredded my voice though because I had to be loud enough to be heard over people screaming and being burned alive. That's nuts. Flower accessories. I love those so much. I'm going to try and write a festival so I can write more gay moments for my couple in my book that's based. Everything was going back to be plant-based. Or going to be plant-based. I don't know why I said back. Everything was going to be plant-based. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. Having, like, that common theme there. That's really something important. And I really like that plant-based or whatever. And using it to, like, further, like a development between, like, the relationship of two characters or whatever is pretty smart, too. I like that. That's a really good idea. Ooh, I like the back and front piece would link together. Why, thank you. I actually have a shirt like that, kinda. Except it's long sleeve, so... I mean, except, like, I don't put it over my pants, but... It's... I do something similar. Oh, maybe I guess to, like, give them kind of, like... something for, like, the shoulders or whatever. Maybe they got, like... It's not even, like, connected to the shirt. It's, like a big, like, cuff that, like, goes around the arm. So it's, like, more of, like, a rock type material. Maybe it's, like, a coat of arms type shit, or, like, if you have these, then you are definitely from here. Um, and the boots just, like, are something that help get, like, maybe, like, certain, like, outsiders they let in around, stuff like that, and, for, like, their own people, too. I manipulate the relationship to scare my friends whenever they think one is about to die. I made them emotionally attached. That's the way to do it, man. Like, no, don't kill them, please. I want them to be happy together. No. And you're just like mischievously like laughing the entire time. Devious little plan you got there. I really hope I keep all this stuff I've been thinking of in mind. So, I guess I'll put pockets for like potions and like materials. Um, and I'll put like up here coat because I like the lore important stuff. That's what I want to like keep that way. Like there's like the world building or whatever. Coat of arms. I guess like arm brace. I guess it would be arm brace. So like, so people that live in the forest are easily identi. God, I can't speak. I'm just gonna give up. So people who live in the forest are easily identifiable. There we go. Or identifiable. I still don't know. Yes, identifiable. There we go. That's definitely, no, wait. Hmm. I don't know. I'm just gonna, God, my spelling is atrocious. I'm not making America look good. I'm sorry, guys. I swear I'm smart. I swear. That silhouette is so cute. So far, both of these are something I would desperately want to wear. I mean, that's the good way to go about it. If you want to wear it, then uh, it's good for God. It's good for the characters. It's something that would be liked by other people too. I got so annoyed today because somebody called me a boy, and I literally go by any pronouns other than masculine. I'm also biologically female. It's not that hard to screw up. My spelling sucks too. Yeah, no. I get that because you said you have short hair or whatever. Um, and when my hair was really short too. I mean, I had one long side, but it only went down to my chin or whatever, and the rest was pretty shaved. But yeah, and people would be like, "Are you a guy or a girl?" I'm just like, dude, leave me alone, man. Let me live in peace. So I get that. That sucks. Your spelling sucks too, yeah. We're American, of course it does. Unless you're not in America. I don't know. I'm assuming. Makes an ass out of you and Ming. Alright, I'm gonna try and fit. Yeah, I mean it's not that hard to screw up. Like that's kind of the thing. I feel as a society kind of real talk or whatever here. Um, we rely too much on typical gender things that even sometimes change over the course of certain things or whatever, certain time periods or whatever. So long hair being for girls, short hair being for boys, blue being for boys, pink for girls, type shit like that. I think we get so attached to using those genders to gendered things to identify if somebody's male or female or whatever that when somebody doesn't follow the typical norms, our brain goes insane or whatever. It's I feel we should have better observation skills basically than that is what I'm saying. Some kids in my school were talking and said, "Is that a guy or a girl?" And then one that I went to elementary school said, "That's insert my name." It explained what's that supposed to mean. Yeah, it's something that doesn't even make sense. Somebody's asking if you're a guy or a girl, and then the person says your name. That doesn't that doesn't answer the question even. My goodness. Like this is why we love America. He cries of suffering. Man, the gas prices these days. I can't. Which I mean, seriously, yeah, everything's expensive. That sucks. That's definitely something I'm worried about. Real talk. I could finish college or whatever, get a job, and I still won't be able to afford a house. That's something that scares me, but I guess I can't think about it. All right, so water area. Maybe I'm thinking something flowy, but I feel that could work for air too. Honestly, maybe a lot of tight clothing here would work because if you're underwater swimming in general, if you need to swim, right, you're gonna wear tight stuff because even though, you know, flowy looks cool or whatever, because like water kind of similar vibe, but for functionality swimming you would need tight clothes. So I think that's something I'm gonna think about. I am my own gender. I created a new one apparently. Yes, you are inserted at name. That's why I plan on rooming with my friends when I graduate college. Yeah, that's smart. Sucks that you have to like think about stuff like that because it's like, damn, how hard is it to fix this economy, man? I mean, I'm no numbers person, but it could definitely, I feel like, be fixed. And people who know nothing about dealing with money or whatever are the ones trying to create laws for it and shit like that. But that's just my opinion. You could have another opinion if you want. I'm not very political, mainly because you know I can't even vote yet. So like I don't really need to be. But yeah. I feel like there's like cool like lore for like these two. So like I feel like I need like a more interesting thing than just oh clothes help swim. Like I need something creative in there. Maybe they have like scales like on like their clothing, like large ones or whatever, and maybe that can help them like walk faster where they like maybe I could do something like that. Any night not tight clothes would basically cause the person to drown and or struggle to swim. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Tell me why I like to throw random real world biology onto mythical yeah, that I mean that's just it's because that's what you know. Like we don't know how to draw something that we've never really looked at before. So it's like when you're trying to create something new or whatever, it's like you kind of have to base it off of something. So I mean, it makes a lot of sense. Why? Yeah. Why did my stream freaking crash for a second? Like, goodness gracious. Maybe the like the shirt is like really. I don't know. Maybe it's more like a headpiece thing, but like I still feel like with like the fire, there's something like creative going on, and with the like the boots or whatever that they got like the coat of arms type thing. I feel like there's something more creative with that, if that makes sense. Like the mud, like the slippery mud from intruders. That's not just like a. It's not even just like a like it's like oh a normal force thing. No, it's more like a specific magical thing that's happening right there to cause that. You know. Oh, I gotta take my medication soon. Dang it. Dang, bro. That stinks. I mean, I don't know what your medication is, so like, you know, I'm not in your walls, as per usual. So, based off the way you said that, I can imply that it's bad or not fun at the very least. You know, you have to get up, walk, actually move. Come on, we gotta stay true to the lazy fat American thing stereotype, John. I don't know. ADHD hits you hard when you don't. Oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I wanted to ask what I was for, but I was like, that would be kind of weird. Like, you don't know me, you know? So, but, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But, like, as in, dang it, you probably almost, like, forgot or whatever. But, yeah, I have, like, like, I'll be real, I have, like, depression and anxiety meds. I mean, there's no reason to hide that, really. So, I always forget to take those. So, yeah, it's no, I get that. I like sitting and wallowing in the screams of 50 different voices. Yeah, come on, man. What the frick? It's like having a little party going on in your head, I guess. I don't know, I have ADHD. But that's what I can assume, you know? Like a little party going on there. I guess maybe it could have something like this. These are like the scales, kinda. Like they look like fins. I feel like the scales should do something else, though. Like, water scales. Maybe they could be used like shields. So, like, maybe. Because, like, maybe they're like dense or whatever. So there's like. I feel like that's like, more of a creative thing, too. So it's like we have something that kind of makes it like important than just, oh, it matches the environment. Yeah, I got some for my anxiety and RSD besides my ADHD ones, and then there's the period meds. I like those ones. Yeah, that's fair. I get that. Period pain sucks. Ugh. Scales that turn into shields is such a cool idea, especially if this group is more attack first, ask questions later. Yeah, I mean, based off the monster that I drew for like this area, like the spirit or whatever, I feel like that could work for the area a lot. It's like pretty interesting area to say the least. The monster for water looks pretty freaking ferocious, so it would definitely work. You know, like trying to like the arms like out here. It's like it's more like visible. It's like maybe there's like a scale type thing like here on like the arms. Extra scale like right here. And I'll have like the legs be like a bit different so it shows like the original like skin tight like clothes idea I had. So like it would like the legs would be like very very narrow. Maybe like the shoes are like webbed or something. I don't know. Might get rid of that one, but it's kind of cool. When I first took my period meds, I didn't have it for like 3 months, and my mom got scared, basically saying, "You sure you didn't do anything? You're still a lesbian, right?" That's nuts. Yeah, that's stuff's complicated, especially like when you're young. It never comes like, or not never, but it could like take a while to what's it called, like actually like get on like a certain big pattern basically that you could like time it. Saying you're still a lesbian, right? That's so funny to me. But I mean, yeah, prove stuff. I mean, if you weren't like in immense pain and like, like throwing up, like you would probably be fine. Like from the pregnancy allegations. Ooh, web shoes makes sense. Or maybe they have separate water gear with the web gloves and shoes. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. It's just like the only thing though is that for this water place, it's that you know how like in like Sea of Stars there's like the Dokari village or whatever, and when you go inside, like the actual town, you're under the water, but you're not in the water. If that makes sense, like there's water surrounding you. Like there's like the ceiling's like water, so it's basically like that. The ceiling is water, and the land that you're stepping on under the water is dry. There's nothing crazy going on. So I don't know. It just like wouldn't make sense. Like unless that like helped them like get up faster or something. Like I don't know. It was nice. I just got to chill for a while. Meanwhile, my mom was calling the doctor because she thought the meds did something to me. That's wild. Yeah, I would just be chilling too. Shit sucks. Like especially if like you're already like emotional, you get like the freaking like the emotional aspect of it too. Like oh my goodness, you're cooked. It's horrible. Like, come on, man. Come on, bro. This is. I mean, honestly, I guess it doesn't need to be like too complicated. We could just have like one idea or whatever, and then maybe like they have like kind of like a scale like helmet type of thing. So like maybe like the people who live or associated with the water area, or maybe like more protective of their area, and like everybody's maybe like these people have like a barrier around their town made out of like potions or something, something magical like that. So like maybe there's like ways to like prevent intruders or whatever, and maybe this one's area is instead of having like a gate or something or like slippery mud where you could get stuck, it's more so we're gonna kill you and that way you can't get in type shit. Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe it's only for the people who leave the town for like long periods of time. Yeah, that could be like something that's like mentioned quickly, like too. It's just like thing or whatever. Or maybe like I don't know. I could just like drop it in lore somewhere. But yeah, it would be a cool like world building element. I'm so emotional normally, and my friend slash well, I can't speak normally, and my friend slash situationship basically has to comfort me the week before because I'm a sobbing mess. Yes, literally, bro. I'm sorry. It's like I'm sorry, man. Sorry you have to deal with that, mate. I know it's not fun. Like I went to piano yesterday or whatever because I'm trying to learn it. So I go to the place and I feel bad because I think it's getting to that time again. I feel the pre specialty cramps or whatever. I guess that's what I could call them or something. I don't know, but pretty not fun, and I get like that emotional thing instantly. I already am very emotional too, similarly to you. So it's just I like started crying because like I got like a little bit frustrated. I'm like I am so sorry. You try to enter our area. Nope, stabby stab. Yeah, they're just like cooked. You're just like cooked, bro. That sucks for you. So maybe like the arms would be kind of. I did not do like a good job of like showing like the mass of like the arms, but oh well, it's just basic stuff. And then there's like areas that aren't like, because like, I wouldn't say like these are not like all kingdoms. Like this could be just like like a very successful like village. This is like a full ass kingdom, and then this is like an underwater city of sorts. I don't know what I'm going to do for air, but based off of like the storms or like the storm concept I basically had for the spirit there, the air spirit, is that um they have something to do with like storms or something, like I don't know. But yeah. I thought those were my kidneys failing. Other people get pre-period cramp. Yes, it's bad. I understand the suffering, bro. I feel bad for anybody who watches. Like, well, actually, no, I don't feel that bad because it's like a natural thing. You can't help it, and it's natural to talk about it. So never mind. I was just gonna say, like, I feel bad for like people who feel like uncomfortable, but it's like it's a natural thing, dude. Biological, it's gonna happen, and it sucks. So you might as well like complain about it to others. So it's really not bad at all. I could see air people. Yes, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, something like that. So like they have like flowy clothes. I guess like the main thing I'm thinking of is what is something that is like functional for that. I feel like my most creative one is this one because it's like they're potions or whatever. So it's like they have lots of pockets for like materials and potions, stuff they might need on like to go or whatever, because they know they make a lot of that since like the fire will help make it. But I feel like that does relate to fire, but it's like the most creative one because it's not so on the nose. And then I feel like this is like my least creative one because it's really on the nose. But I mean, other than that, it's not bad. For my, for real, my uncle once asked why I looked uncomfortable. I told him he, or oh my, I can't speak. You were on your period, and he legit said, "Ew, gross. You shouldn't say that." And it's like, dude, you asked. I'm being honest. This is normal. Yes, literally. Like that's not at all a good response. No offense to your uncle. Like, but it's natural. Like you can't. It's not something you could help. It's just better to talk about it that way. To be open about it. That way, it's not like an awkward conversation if it does come. Like it's just a normal thing. Like, come on, man. I'm trying to think of like something. Maybe this is like an electric like powered area or whatever, because like lightning, that's like kind of like electricity type shit. So maybe they have something like that. So maybe they have like part like flowy clothes, part like mechanical looking gear work or whatever clothes, because maybe they're like a huge like technology area because of like the lightning storms or something there. So I think that could work a lot. Actually, like that. I like the water and fire ones the most personally. Yeah, in terms of like designs, like for like actual like just how cool they look is, yeah, I can see that. But yeah, it's just the fact that I couldn't, I guess, think of something more great. Like this one's gonna be a banger, but it's still good. Don't get me wrong, and I enjoy that you like it, but it's, I don't know. Ooh, electricity. They advanced. Yeah. So that's like their thing. They're like the Sarai's world type people, I guess. So I guess, well, let me see. So if they have like flowy clothes, like maybe this is like their shirt, so like this would be like their body, how it goes, and then this is like the shirt, like how it would like flow out or whatever. So it's like that, and then maybe like for the with the arms down to like the midsection of like the body, so that would be like right, that would be like kind of like right here, but um there would be like this like mechanical type stuff. I don't know what it would do exactly, but it would maybe like help with something or whatever. Like maybe they could use it to like contact people, kind of like a phone type thing. Or some people just like it for the aesthetic, you know. It shows off where they're from, so that could be like a thing too. And that's not bad. Maybe there's like wires or something sticking out of it, which actually sounds like a bad thing, but I guess not for these people. That actually isn't how the hands would go. It would go like this. There we go. Ooh, I could see a character having like a gear pin to like keep like a cape or cloak on. Yeah, that would be cool. Sarai, my precious, I go full goblin mode about my favorite characters from any fandom. Aesthetics, literally, man. Goblin mode, full. I'm not autistic, but when it comes to characters I like or whatever, I get like the autistic level like obsessions. That's like a trait or whatever, and I'm just like, oh my goodness. Again, I feel like that's gonna be taken like out of context. I'm not trying to stereotype. I'm just saying that's how it feels. Let me see. So for flowy clothes, I could have like big baggy pants, like kind of like I don't know where their legs would be, like right here. This is where the foot would be. Yeah, it's just kind of like this. I feel like it looks like kind of like tornadoes too, upside down, but you get what I'm saying. Like it looks kind of like it could be like a cloud or whatever. So it's like cool. There we go. I like ye that. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. Yeah, this one's probably my second favorite. And maybe there's like a little like alert thing or here or something. I don't know what it would actually do, but it looks cool. Maybe they have like headphones to like muffle like the noise of like the storms or something, and allows them to like focus on actually people like talking or whatever when there are storms. I think that's like a cool concept. Yeah, this is definitely my second favorite one. It might actually become my first favorite. I like this one a lot. Holy. All right, I kind of coped low key. I love so many different characters, different aesthetics. I can't choose one myself. So I can't speak, dude. It's bad. ooh, I'm gonna, and I can't choose one myself type. It changes with the week. One day I'm girly, the next I'm very, I can't speak, dude, ever. And I can't. I'm just gonna skip over it because I can't speak. It's bad. Um, I honestly think I have a bit of the tism with what I do when I get into a fandom. Yup, literally, or I guess not literally, but before I actually started writing, I would make slice of life fan fictions, and now that's my world for when I have writer's block. Hey, bro, whatever works, man. And slice of life is cute, you know, like let's go shopping or something, you know. That's cute. I like that. W. That's a good thing to do when you have like writer's block. That's something pretty. That's pretty cute. Headphones make sense. I have a set of headphones designed to block out background noise, but not people. My ADHD makes me get sensory overload from sounds. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I could see that. So yeah, but thank you. Thank you for enjoying the concept. Banging concept, my man. Banging headphones, my man. I love that video, dude. I think I could keep going with this. I was about to say I want to end it, but I could actually keep going. I think I'm gonna do one more design. One more. I'm gonna write some notes down for this. And this one. Oh shit. Whoops. Come on, please work. Please get that off. Come on, buddy. I know you got it. There we go. I like writing little everyday stuff. It makes me happy because I get traumatized, but what actually happens to the characters, yeah, that's a real one. It's like, please, I just want them to be happy. Come on, man. So, scale armor. That's how it's spelled, I believe. Scale armor. Androgynous. Is that how that word's pronounced? I'm losing my mind, man. There we go, fixed it. So I guess, yeah, so that's all I was missing was the notes. Alright, let me click here. So I guess headphones to block out thunder. Shit. There we go. Headphones to. I did not pronounce phones correctly. My goodness. I swear to God, I'm not stupid, chat. I swear. Yes, you pronounced it right. Let's go, chat. I did it. I finally got my mouth to make the correct movements and work. That's a game changer. Absolute game changer. I feel like I should have like little flows right here too to really push it. There we go. Flowy, or no, I was gonna point to this mechanical. Device. I'm just gonna say that. Mechanical device. Should put is, yeah, there we go. And then I guess fluffy clothes or flowy clothes I guess they could be fluffy too. Kind of like a cloud. Flowy clothes. And that's pretty cute. I like ye. I like ye. Recently, one of my warm-ups was basically, oh, Rashawn's traumatized. I'm gonna write him and Forl going on a picnic date before they became immortal. Yeah, that's exactly what happened before they became immortal. Actually, that's actually where they drunk the potion together, I guess, or something. Drunk. It doesn't matter. You could drink a drink. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that absolutely wild? But yeah, that's very cute. Very cutesy little thing. Because then a 4 became a big freaking bitch about everything. I was probably right after a 4 killed all those bird people too. I mispronounce words so often that 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 people get confused when AI say I write things because they think I'm stupid half the time. Oh, like they think that like AI like writes your freaking things. So I just don't talk anymore. Huzzah! Yes, not being verbal is the way to fix everything. This is a joke, but yeah, it do be feeling like that sometimes. Like I can't pronounce shit or spell shit. It's bad, but it could be worse. It could be worse. You know, I got the hiccups now. That's great. God damn, I finished that soda. Shit. So for this next one, it's just gonna be like a general, like, not special place area. It's just gonna be like a cute, like little, like quaint little town vibes or something. I guess I'll have like a male and female one for this since it'll be like easy. I don't need to think of anything like super creative. So I guess for man, we'll just have like cute little shirt like that maybe. And the pants can just be like little, well, like cargo pants, kinda. Maybe like slightly baggy down here. God damn, that head's really big. There we go. And then chest as well. You know, like there's like a pocket right here. There's like maybe he's got like, you know, a belt on. Cause I love belts. I think there's a little like scarf would be cute. Like a bandana type scarf. I like that. There we go. He's cute. I like that. I guess like the sleeves could be like that. There we go. It's very quaint. Very cute. Very cutesy. Sometimes I think my friends see me as a wet cat and take pity on me. That's crazy. Also, finishing the soda and not realizing it is something I have done many times. Yes, literally. Like it's tragic, man. Like come on, I just want a little bit more soda. Scarf slash bandanas. Yes. Yeah, they're so cute. I love scarves and stuff. Adorable little thingies. Adorable, I say. There we go. It's pretty cute. I'm getting close to I feel this is a good time to bring it up. I'm getting close to the big 100 subs. So I think to celebrate that when it comes, I'm gonna do a live stream. It's gonna be titled like 100 sub celebration or whatever. I wanted to do this when I hit 50, but YouTube didn't realize I hit 50 yet, so I had to wait to get the ability to live stream. And then, but anyway, I'm gonna do it for the big 100 And I think something that would be cool is like I just doodle whatever chat wants. Um, I draw like celebration pictures, maybe of like things I've done, so like Lemon Demon, Sea Stars, stuff like that. Um, I don't know. I'm just thinking something like that would be cute, like a little thank you live stream. You could have some stuff drawn if you want. I'll actually try to work hard on it, and then I think that would be nice. I think that would be very fun, very very cute. I tried to make an Undertale Yellow Clover themed bandana last year, but I didn't wait for the paint to dry. It too. It turned green around the different spots. Aw, that's okay. I'm sure it was close enough. Or so it turned out green in around this different spots. Yeah. Ooh, close to 100 subs. Good job. I'm so happy for you. Thank you, bro. Yeah, I'm really excited. I just hope people don't like start like unsubbing or something. I don't know. I mean, I've had a few. That just happens, but yeah, I'm very excited. So, I mean, it really means a lot to me to see that. I mean, even if it's like only 100 subs, I know that seems like a little, especially like when you compare like big millions stuff like that, but that like the people have like for their subscriber count. But imagine like this. Imagine 100 people like walking up to you and being like, "Dude, your stuff is so freaking cool. I'm gonna sub and I'm gonna like keep an eye on your stuff because I like it that much or whatever." So it's like when you picture it that way, like 100 people coming up to you is that's a lot of faces I don't know. So it's like it's pretty cool when you think about it like that. Like we need to stop acting like 100 is like a small number. I feel like I guess in the grand scheme of things it is, but it's definitely something to be proud of. Yay! Requested art has off. Yes, I am. I am very excited to work on stuff or whatever for that. I can't wait for when I get the chance to live stream it. I will do it as soon as I hit the big 100, and I think that will be very fun. I am very very excited. God damn that leg! It's crazy. There we go. I'm gonna have like a little thingy thing. And there we go. I'm gonna have like some little like frilly frills. Maybe there's like a little like layer underneath we got going here. And to be honest with that, I think I'm going to be done for the night. I got like everything I wanted to do basically done for this stream or whatever. I finished up the monster designs. And I made like generic NPC type background characters or whatever. That could give like world building or whatever. So um it's something that's cool, you know, or whatever. But yes, I think I'm going to stop it here for the night. I'm so happy watching this grow. It feels so nice to be a part of this journey and watch as this channel grows. Thank you. It makes me so happy to watch another content creator work their way up. You're actually a big inspiration for why I started doing stuff. I want to let you know I'm very happy about that / for you. Oh, that makes me really happy, actually. Um, Thank you so much. You're definitely probably like my biggest fan, so I really appreciate it. You really make the live streams a lot easier. That's for sure. And I always have a lot of fun talking to you. So I really appreciate it, and I've seen some of the stuff on your channel. I like it a lot. It's very cute, but that means a lot to me that I could be a big inspiration for somebody. You did a lot of good stuff this stream. Have a good night. Yes, you too, Moondu. So yes, that is it. I have got everything I wanted done. So with that, see you all later. Thank you so much, obviously, everybody. Love you guys. Good night or day or whenever you're watching this. It doesn't matter. Anyway, goodbye.